In this video, I want to give you some very practical reasons for passion. I'm making this video because I've noticed a disturbing trend lately. I've seen several people who are business gurus out there make presentations about passion. And in these presentations, their message is stop looking for your passion. And I strongly disagree with this. From my perspective, in business, passion is really important. And so I wanted to share my perspective with you in this video and share with you the really practical reason why passion is important. So what these business gurus are saying is that finding your passion is a heavy burden to bear. It is hard, it is stressful, and so they say that people should just give themselves a break and let life figure itself out. I agree with part of this. Finding your passion is hard. It is difficult, but it's important. You need to go out and put in the work to find out what you want to do with your life. The practical reason why passion is so important is because it allows you to say no to things. Your life is full of choices. Every day you are making choices on how to spend your time. And so if you know what your passion is, you know what to focus on, and you can say no to spending time on all of these other things. The problem that we face is that people tend to be interested in many different areas. People find lots of different things interesting, and most people split their time pursuing many different things. But if you want to become great at something, you need to focus and say no to spending time on some of these other things. A really good example of this is young people choosing a career. The reason why this is such a hard decision is because people are interested in many different things. And to pick just one career means that you're going to have to say no to all these other potential areas that you might find interesting, that you might be able to create value in, but you need to focus on what your passion in life is going to be. So in my mind, finding your passion is less about what you're saying yes to, and it's more about all of these things that you're saying no to. Now, you don't have to go to extremes here. You don't have to ignore everything else that's going on in life. But if you can do this just a little bit, if you can focus just a little bit, you'll be better off than most other people, because a lot of people have a really hard time saying no to things. You may have heard about a concept called the 10,000 hour rule. So the 10,000 hour rule, this was an idea that was made popular by someone named Malcolm Gladwell. And so this rule says that it takes about 10,000 hours of practice to really become a master at something. Well, 10,000 hours is a really long time. We're talking about years and years of practice. So when we talk about our passion, what we're really talking about is time management. That's the really practical aspect of this. So if you say no to spending time on all of these other things, it opens up all of this free time that you're able to practice on the one thing that's going to be your passion. The really cool part of this is that what you'll notice over time is that you'll start becoming stronger than your peers, because so many people have a hard time focusing and saying no to things. If you can say no to things and have more time to practice and focus on your passion, you're going to become better than your peers at that thing. So I also want to spend some time explaining why it's so difficult for people to say no. If you can understand why it is so difficult to say no, it becomes a little bit easier to understand why passion is so important. So there's 3 reasons why it's so difficult to say no to things. The first reason is opportunity cost. So in your mind, when you say no to something, you are giving up all the benefits you could have gotten from going down that life path. So let's look at an example here. Let's say you're choosing a career and you've narrowed down your choice between accounting and law. These are two pretty different careers that require specialization and focus. Well, let's say you choose accounting. What you're doing is you're giving up the life path of becoming a lawyer. And that can be a very lucrative life path. That can be a good career. Well, in your mind, if you're saying no to that, you're giving up all of that money. But if you don't do that, if you don't say no to that and focus on another area, then you'll never become successful in either of those areas. The second reason why it's difficult to say no to things is trust. It's always hard when it comes to trust. So if you say no to something, if you say no to a potential career path, you are trusting that somebody else out there is going to pick up that career path and make it their passion in life. And let's go back to the example of accounting and law. If you say no to law, you're hoping that somebody out there puts in 10,000 hours at becoming a master lawyer so that down the line, when you need legal advice, there's somebody out there you can go to who will be able to help you. And whenever we talk about trust, it's always a difficult thing. So the third reason why it's difficult to say no to things is faith. You have to have the faith in yourself that you'll be able to achieve your dreams. This is difficult because you are making major life choices on things that you don't know the outcome of. And that's really scary. But if you don't have some faith, you're never going to achieve your passion. So the main idea here is that yes, passion is important for the very practical reason of time management and how you spend your time. So you will become more successful if you can spend more time focusing on your passion and saying no to things that aren't your passion. Now, I started this video by saying that there are people out there who disagree with me on this. There are people who are saying the exact opposite thing that I'm telling you in this video. So I want to hear from you. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below if you think that passion is important. And if you like this video, click on the subscribe button. I release a new video every week on accounting and corporate finance, so come back and check out next week's video.